given that Devika has experience in working with clients from a variety of different industries on a day-to-day basis, for us that insight is very valuable. So that business insight adds to technical expertise in knowing what are the key features, for example, in a project that are necessary in terms of actually taking to market versus just having a technical scope of works in place. Hop Technologies is a micro leasing and mobility partner with various industry leaders. So we started out in 2016 as a partner with Hertz. So we used to take underutilized assets from Hertz and we used to deploy that into the rideshare sector. So the vehicles that weren't being used by Hertz rental users were then redeployed on our digital platform for users that were looking to drive with Uber, Ola, etc. So we became one of the partners there, developed that solution. From there, we extended on to the logistics sector with Amazon, and we did a similar program with them as well. So a couple of years ago, when we were looking for engineering partners, we had a variety of different experiences globally. So that meant dealing with engineers that were offshore, which was difficult in communication and as well as expenditure. It was hard to control the actual quality of work that was delivered at the end. When our conversations through a mutual friend led to Devika, we were kind of impressed by their portfolio of companies that they had worked with and their clients and their feedback on how they were dealt with in terms of communication process and delivery. So that was probably our first insight into working with Devika. And from there, that relationship kind of evolved to them being a core technology partner of ours. Our server costs were quite high, substantially high, and we were using local and offshore servers as well as backup servers. So making sure and managing the security side as well with these projects that we were doing at Hop was getting more and more difficult and more costly as well on a month-to-month basis. So without having that sort of control and access as well, it kind of restricted us to the providers that we could work with. When we came across AWS and the relationship that Devika had, we were able to access not just the credits, but also migrate our existing infrastructure to a more serverless infrastructure anyway. And that reduced our costs substantially, next to nothing. And it also kind of allows us to scale a lot faster as well as we ramped up our users. After Devika developed our core platform for our mobile application and web, we kind of then saw that there was an opportunity for Devika Ventures to invest initially. So they invested initially into our business, and working with the team and as well as Ken, we found that there was kind of a lot of synergies within what my own journey was as well. So I had started to invest into different companies within our sector, mainly in the US and the UK, and I saw that Devika had this really good insight into working with startups from an engineering aspect. So they had a lot of exposure to those potential deals that we could kind of work on. So there was that synergy for us to work together, and hence why I came on board as a partner about 18 months ago. With Hop, we are now focusing on taking on more and more engineering projects in the transportation sector. So we have a lot larger projects that are coming up. We're working with government tenders in different foreign markets, and having a company like Devika behind us where we know we have a very strong set of engineering resources that we can tap into and a variety of skill sets. It allows us to kind of then take on board those bigger challenges, bigger opportunities that we have coming our way.